All right, good morning everyone. My name is Mark and I am coming to you from Southern California, where I am the helicopter pilot and reporter for the KTLA Morning News here in Los Angeles. That's going to be Channel 5, and well, welcome to Whiteman Airport, where we keep Sky 5 HD. That is going to be our news helicopter that's right behind me here. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I'm here to talk about a little about what we do here in Los Angeles, flying a news helicopter. Basically, what we do is we fly around the skies of Los Angeles looking for breaking news stories, anything from police chases that we are famous for here in Los Angeles to structure fires, brush fires, anything like that. We will also cover eventful things like the Laker Victory Parade a few years back and things of that nature. So that is kind of what we do here. We are a two-man team here in Sky 5 HD. I'm the pilot and the reporter. I also have a partner who sits in the back seat of the helicopter. His name is Rich, and he operates the camera here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around and see if I can show you a little bit more of what Sky 5 HD is all about here. So give me just a moment here. I'm going to flip this camera around. All right, welcome to Whiteman Airport, by the way. We are in Pacoima here in Los Angeles, and it is a beautiful day. It started off a little bit overcast, but it has cleared up to become a beautiful, beautiful day. Here is a look at Sky 5 HD. There's kind of the big look there, and I'm going to zoom in and kind of walk in and show you what the actual camera looks like. That's a GSS camera, and it's mounted on a 360-degree rotating gimbal, and that is operated by the camera operator who sits in the back seat of Sky 5. So there's a good look at the camera there, and it sits right off the nose of our news helicopter there. All right, I'm going to move in for you here just a little bit, and I'm going to open the door and show you what the inside looks like. This is actually going to be the back seat. This is where Rich sits. He's the camera operator, and this is the laptop that he uses to run that camera right off the nose. Pretty sophisticated piece of equipment. It's the camera controller. We call it the laptop, but that's what Rich uses. He also has some various electronic equipment to set up a signal with the station, to monitor police and fire scanners. And that's all part of what the camera operator does here in Sky 5. Pretty cool stuff. All right. I'll close the door here, and we'll widen out, and I'll do a walk around the front of the helicopter here. This is a pretty cool helicopter. It's called a Eurocopter A-Star. It's an AS-350, and this particular helicopter is about 10 years old or so. And as you can see, it's painted bright blue in the colors of KTLA. I hope there's not too much camera shake there. All right, this is where I sit. This is where the pilot sits, and that's the collective control, and that is actually the cyclic control. The collective is over on the other side between the seats, if you can see it right there. And that's some of the instrumentation that I look at on a morning, every single morning, on a daily basis. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so there's a look at Sky 5 HD. Now, if any of you were actually thinking about becoming a pilot, there are a couple of different routes that you can go. Obviously, one of the more traditional routes is going through the military and going through their program. Another way that you can enter the piloting industry is to do it like I did many years ago. I've actually been flying news for about 20 years, but flying for a little over 25 years. And I actually went to a school, flight school at a local airport, learned how to fly helicopters, and that is what I have been involved with for the past 25 or so years. All right, there we go. So, you know, the traditional path for helicopter pilots and airplane pilots for that matter is normally to go to a flight school, get your private license, your instrument rating, your commercial license, and your CFI. Now, CFI stands for Certified Flight Instructor, and a lot of people will go that route and actually build time, build experience as flight instructors so that they can actually get that next job. And if you're an airplane pilot, that might mean something at a regional airlines or a charter service, something that might lead to airlines if that's what you want to do. If you wanted to go the helicopter route, which is what I've always wanted to do, it was a matter of building some time and going out and getting some experience and then coming back. So one of the things that I would definitely recommend to anyone who is interested in a piloting career is that you have to be flexible. You have to be willing to move around a little bit. You have to be willing to leave kind of your comfort zone. And one of the things that I did was I actually moved to Texas and Louisiana, and I flew offshore for quite a bit, off to those oil platforms that you see in the Gulf of Mexico here. So I did that for quite a while, and I've actually been to San Francisco, I've been to Phoenix, flying news out there before actually coming back to Los Angeles, which is essentially home for me, but it does allow me the flexibility to be home every night. So in certain job types, if you're a helicopter pilot, that's not always the case. If you are, say, an EMS pilot, an air ambulance type pilot, sometimes those shifts are 7 days on and 7 days off. When I was in the Gulf of Mexico flying offshore, those were 14-day shifts. So I was gone for 14 days, and then I'd come home for 14 days. So that was that kind of a shift. So flying news is something that's very exciting. It's very diverse. No two stories are really exactly the same. It's a pretty cool thing in that respect here. And the best part is I get to be home every night. So as a helicopter pilot, that's really kind of a plus. It's really super cool to be able to do that. So now, in terms of being a reporter, I also do that for the station here. So not a very traditional route here for a helicopter pilot reporter, but if you do want to be something like a reporter, I would suggest something along the lines of a journalism degree, and a lot of the colleges and universities offer those, but kind of the merging of the two worlds, a helicopter pilot and a reporter, is not something that's that happens too often now. In fact, there aren't too many helicopter pilot reporters out there right now. Traditionally, news stations are really going towards three-man crews where you have a pilot, a reporter, as well as a cameraman sitting in the back seat here. But that's not to say that they won't exist for a good long time, but it just doesn't, it's not the norm, let's put it that way here. But at any rate, that is a look at what I do here. We kind of cruise the morning skies, and again, we look for breaking news, anything that might be of interest to the general public, and we bring that in the form of live pictures and commentary to the viewers at home. So yeah, I hope that's a look at what we do. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a contact call, and I will be happy to answer any additional questions that I might have missed. In the meantime, if any of you happen to be, say, in, well, Las Vegas by chance, my family actually live in an area called Centennial Hills. So if you happen to see them at Albertsons or maybe at Super Walmart, feel free to say hi. They'll be easy to spot. They're always wearing a mask. All right, guys, good luck, and I hope you got something out of this. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.